Okay, crash course modern email marketing about making your ideas spread. You obviously got sick and tired of reading the blog and wanted to see me reading it on a video. Now, modern marketing, what are we talking about? And I'm just reading my blog, the blog that obviously you probably have seen and clicked through to the video. Now, modern marketing, what are we talking about? So many gurus, marketing specialists, AdWord campaigns, social media tricks, SEO consultants, underground marketers trying to sell you everything, even their grandmother, black hat and white hat software, plugins, widgets, wizards, MLM and network, membership systems, courses, video tutorials, DVDs, inspiration and self-development groups, genealogy methods and matrix code secrets. The list is endless. It drives you literally bonkers. Now, 4 years ago, this is simply my story. I wrote it down and you can read it and listen to it as well. 10 years ago, about 10 years ago, 4 in the morning, which is REM time, by the way, I clearly saw a structure that blew my mind. I took some Chinese takeout food wrapping paper, taped it together with some scotch tape, laid it on the floor close to my kitchen, a tiled floor, took out my paint and paint brushes and started drawing all kinds of circles. Now 5 in the morning, I went back to sleep with a deep unrest. Something, or I call it a monster, was born. Well, I have to be real honest to you now, because this is after a period of 3 years intense study how to become the next internet millionaire in my pajamas. Fool that I was. And after 10 years of MLM, Amway, Shosai, Rejuvenated, and I was a member of approximately 40 different MLM structures and direct sales organizations. I followed countless courses, fanatic Amway rallies, expensive network weekends, ebooks, bought them all, listened to all the tapes, did the training sessions, MindMap introduction, mind indoctrination crap, religious extremists, persuasion tactics, upline sponsor coaching guidance, knocking on doors and cold contacting practice runs, and a whole bunch of real brick and mortar model businesses in Bermuda, still one of the most beautiful and richest countries in the world with pink beaches. Now, if you make it in Bermuda, you make it everywhere or anywhere. Anyway, I failed in them all. Some more than others. I learned a lot, I spent a lot, made a lot of mistakes, and now 2013, after some 21 years of self-development and self-honesty work in 12-step groups, I can see it was me all along. Me and myself, my little ego, going absolutely haywire. Underneath everything is simply fear. No one left to blame, thank God Almighty. Being an avatar master, I should say, being an avatar self-development course trainer also helped me seeing clearly that the one and only that stopped me being successful was me and me only. Credit cards busted, deep in debt, separated from the beautiful, lovely mother of my children, living apart from my 2 beautiful daughters themselves, loved one gone, worked 50 to 60 hours next to this big research period. On top of it, made a lot of money there, but spent it all on tools, etc., etc. Pretty well classically lost it all, including myself. Made tons of transgressions, committed soul crimes, created a heap of character defects. The list seemed endless and overwhelming. Soon, anyways, I submitted everything, I admitted everything, I got honest, asked for help, got on my knees yet another time, made a fearless and moral inventory, gave everything over to Him that resides over us all, however you may experience Him, made myself available and able and went to work on all fronts, making amends one day at a time. Necessity is the mother of invention. So never too proud, never too late, never too lazy, I went to work. Every day is a new God really is with all of us. And I'll save you all the drama. Now back to my story. I am either the biggest loser or I am the biggest winner. That's all depending on how you look at it. And before I go on with the vision, I should take some time out to give a little ode, a little special thank you for somebody really special, for me anyway, which is Russell Brunson. It was during a real small video segment of a training that Russell Brunson was invited to be as a guest speaker that I realized something. He, as a guest speaker on some kind of a marketing event, and without holding back anything, told the would-be .com secret success seekers there, and they, by the way, paid $3,000 to be there, what he was doing every weekend. Not the theories, but he literally told the audience, and this little segment was all about what he was doing every week. So he ran down the exact actions of his week, and then something happened to me, because that was my Valhalla moment, a Kodak moment. This was my marketing awakening, so to speak. It all somehow or the other came together at that moment. I played that 1 minute segment, that 1 minute clip of that course that he was invited on as a guest speaker at least 1,000 times, over and over again. It was what he was doing, instead of all kinds of difficult theories that made your stomach cringe and your head spin off your body, that totally mesmerized me. Set me off on a funk, and I'm, honestly speaking, still in that funk today, all those years later. Now, for the very first time, so it seemed, I could clearly see how all my dreams and aspirations could and would be realized. Being an avatar master, I create many a moment like that, mind you. Now, Russell Brunson, the one and only king of modern marketing, lord of early days dormitory underground marketing, with a huge smile, PotatoGun.com secret hero, the mini continuity video tutorial program inventor, with all his enthusiasm, a spirit he only can others the way he does it, telling us what he was doing, not how he was doing it, but what he was doing. The guy is a true wizard. I like to really, Russell, if you see this video, I like to really thank you for that. Perhaps you don't even realize it, but you really helped me, and you set me up. You set me on an adventure that is still happening. And I sure hope to meet you one day, and somehow or the other I feel that it is going to happen pretty soon. I extrapolated that very minute or so, added missing pieces to the puzzle, mind stretched it out to the furthest stars in our galaxy, crash landed and came back on Earth again. Went to a few brand name and intellectual property lawyers named Zacco, a company called Zacco in Amsterdam, and in that time they were called Shieldmark Zacco. Selected 15 names, we selected 15 names, decided to call it the OticScript, the Otic University, the Otic Network, the Otic Franchise, the OticWare software versions, the Otic this and the Otic that. The whole project became big stuff now. I wrote a 47-page ultimate marketing flow script of what I've seen, of what I saw, printed it on my little printer, just text, and then I sold a few copies here and there for 50 euros with a no good money back guarantee to a few network people that were interested in modern marketing as a tryout for them to try it out, and to my surprise no one came back. They all loved it and they're still raving about it. Now after that I had a few real clever people auditions. I arranged some real clever people auditions to pick out a pro mind mapping specialist who could make sense of all the endless loose end all over the place mind map drawings that I made and gathered throughout the years. I clicked with a young genius university professor called Wouter, who studied the arts of education. He again knew a German designer called Mark, who was willing to make a real funky online Prezi presentation of it all. I and others, after he made that presentation, could really see it for the first time. Planet marketing in one glance. It was and still is gobsmacking, jaw-dropping, fabulously fantastic. The OticScript was touchable now, it was presentable and it was workable. We could really see it now. Now, by the way, when you really want to make your own zoom in and zoom out presentation, the one that Mark made with Prezi, just click the links on the blog and become a member of Prezi. It's free and you can even get a free update if you recommend 3 people. If you sign up 3 people, then you get a higher version of it. So anyway, back to the story. By coincidence, which is God's way of staying anonymous, I met sort of an ex-Amsterdam hippie duo, a web duo, who formed a successful designer and programming team. And by the way, they're now my 2 very good friends and trustworthy partners, Robert and Rene. I made some deals, started to create a software, and we started to create a software version of this humongous planet marketing flow, the OticScript. And here we are in 2013. And by the way, and I must make a little advert campaign for Russell Brunson. So by the way, go on Google, type in Russell Brunson and buy every single thing, every single product, software, product, training course or whatever he created. It is worth gazillions. Thank you, Russell. Now back to my vision and what happened. It goes like this. And it is still a way to spread your ideas humongously. It all starts with keywords. Keywords, keywords, keywords. And I'm going to tell you that in the next video, so hang in there, otherwise YouTube won't accept the uploads and it'll take hours. So the next little video is about the actual flow, the mind-blowing absolute Otic flow, and I'll see you there.